So I will give you some examples just to show and to what has been the changes. And again, this is something that when you were discussing in these cities 20 years ago, I was working in a city in the northeast of France where we were discussing about tramway. And at the time, everybody was shouting, saying, no way, it's not possible, you cannot get rid of 2 traffic lines to give priority to tramway. Nobody will accept that, and it will have a very negative impact on the city. So it was a long fight, but at the end of the day, it was done, and what has been seen, and we mention it later, it's the general trend for usage of public transport has increased, of course, and finally, now people in these cities, they don't even think of what was the situation before, because for them it's so obvious that it is part of their daily life. But it was really not easy, I mention it because it's very true, especially in areas where you have to regain space on road transportation. It's of course easier to think of this transport system in a newly developed area where you can start from scratch and reserve the space you need for that, but in an area where, especially in France, in some cities, 50 years ago there was a tramway, we get rid of the tramway, cars were taking the place, and now we regain the space to give it back to tramway. It's a real, very difficult issue. So this was a situation in Lyon. So this is the type of result that, of course, is achieved today. Again, situation of Europe, we cannot duplicate things. Of course, there are very specific issues in Hong Kong related to space and to density of population. But believe me, in this area, especially in Lyon also, before this tram was implemented, nobody was believing that it would be possible. So it's always a question of initiating the process. Another case in Lyon also, in a street where that was very heavy in traffic, in numbers of vehicles per day. And of course, to implement a new transport mode, more environmentally friendly, we had to gain space and to get rid of 2 or 3 lines to give space for the tram. But at the end of the day, the number of vehicles have decreased in this street, and of course the number of users of the tram system has increased a lot. And the intermodality between different transport modes has been a big issue that has been dealt with, and usually it's connection centers, even for cars, that are at the terminus of the tramway lines. So this is another line in Lyon, in front of a newly developed area. So this was in a newly developed area, so in terms of space, the issue was not exactly the same. Another city in France, in a very city center. I will not discuss about technical issue of modern tramway system because Pascal will mention that. There are some now technology that allows to create some systems that are, even in terms of visual aspect, very positive. If you see this truck, for example, he has no overhead lights. So this is something which is feasible now with the technology. And in terms of historical city center in Europe, it's something very trendy because it avoids to damage the view of this historical center. This is Paris. Paris is a very specific issue because they started to introduce a tramway not so long ago, some years ago. And now it's booming. So you will see later, I will show that the number of tramway lines in Paris is really increasing very fast. Even if at the beginning, again, it was a big fight because the tramway are more in the suburbs, I would say, of Paris, but which was very dense in traffic, in road traffic. And to implement this tramway, it was very difficult because, again, the number of lines dedicated to road user had to be reduced at this time. What can I say, as I mentioned previously, about the general impact of implementing such system on the public transport rate? Of course, Hong Kong, again, is very specific because today the public transport share is already very high. I have only 2 minutes. I don't know if I can do it in 2 minutes. I will try. It's very high, so it's difficult to go higher, but still, to give example, in cities in Europe where this market share was lower, the introduction of such system has increased a lot, and the total market share. So it means, again, the bus lines that were in connection with this transport mode, we are seeing their ridership increasing also. So it's the general public transport ridership which is increased, and not only the new transport mode which is introduced. Again, it was an opportunity to redesign the food networks, creating connection center, connection facilities, which is very important in this type of project, because if at the end it's just to create a redundancy with another transport mode, you don't solve the space issue and you don't increase the general efficiency of the network. Commercial speed, I will go quickly on that. The positive points of the tramway also is quite flexible in terms of adapting the frequencies to the demand. It's much more flexible than a very heavy rail system. So that's why some cities are choosing that. After, it's a question of number of people you want to transport every day. Of course, everything has to be considered. Impact on the general environment, real estate value along this line, especially in some cities in France, I've seen some increase that were very sharp, because of course the pedestrian-friendly area was becoming a very trendy area, so it had a positive impact on the real estate value. And on the commercial areas also, the fact to bring back pedestrian zone in this commercial area, even if at the beginning the owner of the shops were having the first reaction to say, if you get rid of the cars in front of my shop, I will lose some business. At the end of the day, it's the opposite, because it brings more people to walk along these roads, and then it brings more customers to this commercial area. So Paris, 10 seconds on that, just to show you the 3 lines that have been implemented in the recent years, and now we have 5 extensions and we have 4 new lines, so it's really a complete network which is being built in less than 10 years on tramway. And again, the most difficult one was the first one to be introduced. As soon as the first one has been introduced and people have seen the impact it can have, now of course it's much more easier, even if it's not easy. It's much more easier to implement the new lines, and that's why the speed of implementation is increasing. So as a conclusion, I will not say again, but this new trend is really to give back some city centers to pedestrian, to of course focus on environmental issues, and the main difficulty is of course the availability of space. Investment is another issue. I don't mention that here, but it's also an issue, because of course when you mention such transport system, you are not in the same level of investment than just putting bus system in this area. So I mentioned tramway, but all these new electrical transport system, and trolleybus is also something that I know Robert is very keen on, but which is also a possibility of a new solution that have been implemented in these cities. In terms of infrastructure, of course, it's heavier than just giving the road to bus system. So in Hong Kong, there are some opportunities for sure. Again, my point was not to mention the existing tram operation, but we want to improve and we'll work on that. But on new developed area, of course, it's much more easier to think about implementing such system, because you can think from the beginning of how you reserve the space for that. So that's something for me which should be looked at by Hong Kong, because if you compare the rest of the world, where Bill was mentioning that Hong Kong is behind in terms of rail system, it's true that in these modern systems, all the cities in Europe today that are operating extensive metro network, they are all considering tramway as a complementary one also. So different rail transport modes that could be complementary, and of course bus networks are still remaining in these cities, but everything is trying to be more complementary one to another, to be more efficient and more environmentally friendly, because that's the aim of this. So that's all. Thank you.